this is Tony Papajohn from MoneyMindWorks.com. As I coach people, I find fascinating things, and I have the kind of mind that I'm fascinated by people. So you can take two people, both of whom are intelligent, both of whom are ambitious, both of whom have dreams for the future, both of whom have drive, both of whom, as I like to say, are willing to be inconvenienced for money. Meaning they'll go out of their way for money. That, you know, they'll put themselves out for money. They're not ones to sit around and sit around. They are proactive. They'll go out after something that they want, and they're willing to work. Don't expect to, recite a few affirmations and money's going to fall from the sky. No, they'll get in motion. They'll go and do. This is a good thing. This is very worthy. And yet, one person's got a pile of money, and the other person doesn't. And let's just say, just for the sake of argument, that they're both in more or less the same business, both have more or less the same field of opportunity in front of them, as if to say both of them are swimming in the same pond. And yet one gets a bunch of money and the other one doesn't. So I ask myself now, why is this? And if perhaps you see yourself as the person that, is swimming in the pond with a bunch of people that have more money, but you don't have quite as much as you would like, let me offer this suggestion. One of the first places to go and look to understand where this disparity happens is what you think about money and how you view money and what you talk about to yourself as you handle money and as you think about money. So is it possible that, money carries with it a resonance that says more about greed than about industry? Is it possible that money is, a place that perhaps you were taught this is not a good place to put your talents, that it's kind of a sort of activity, making money is just something that, people do that don't have higher-minded values than we have, don't you see? Is it possible that money bespeaks of something lacking in one's spiritual and religious background, in one's spiritual and religious foundation, than people who are, say, less affluent but are more in touch with values that are more meaningful, shall we say, than making a lot of money? If perhaps money carries those sorts of resonances with you. And sometimes it's not quite straightforward to understand that by oneself, but here's a very simple way to do it. As you handle money, as you see money, just ask the money, what do I say when I talk to you? And then trust your mind and let your imagination give you an answer. So as you activate your imagination and you let the money talk to you in imagination, perhaps it will tell you some very interesting things. Perhaps it will remind you of some times in the past when a much younger version of you bought into something that someone, a primary caregiver, parent primary caregiver, perhaps a preacher, something on TV, a teacher, some authority figure of some sort, said in a way that made an emotional impact that perhaps resonates to this day. And it is possible that this might be at least a short circuit, that short circuits the wonderful success mechanism that you have right between your ears. So talk to money. Let money talk to you. Perhaps you will learn something wonderful about yourself and be able to say, I see things in a new light. The light bulb went on, and now I understand something about myself. And you can take that understanding and see money in a new light. And perhaps then you can be the one swimming in the pond that has a bunch of money. And all it took was changing one thought, changing one attitude, changing one belief. And then you can free your mind to make a lot of money. And isn't that a wonderful idea? Of course it is. My name is Tony Papajohn. You can find me online at MoneyMindWorks.com. And if you'll go there, I have for you a free 9-part video series that will empower your mind for more success and more money. And you can find my blog at yourmoneymindworks.com. Got free teleseminars listings there. And in the meantime, see money in a new light. And as you get to understand what your relationship with money is, you can change the way you see money, and you can make a lot more of it.